Hello, I'm Charly and today I'm going to be doing my June wrap up and my July TBR. So as you can see, there's been some changes on the shelf, it seems. Yeah, you guys know I'm moving, so they're in boxes. And I kind of didn't think about the fact that I packed the books that I read this month into boxes, so they're all going to come up as pictures on the screen because none of them are here. But yeah, these obviously are the books that I have to pick from to read this month. So yeah, and these two are the ones that I'm currently reading. But first, I'll tell you what I read in June. I didn't get a lot of reading done in June. Well, I'm pretty happy with what I did get done, because what I did get done, I got done in the first half of the month. Like, I read pretty much everything that I read in the first half of the month. So I read 3 books. One of them was a novella. They're all from the same trilogy, and that is the Shatter Me trilogy. So I've read Unravel Me first, which I gave 5 out of 5 stars. I really loved it. Then I read the novella that comes between Unravel Me and Ignite Me, Fracture Me, which is told from Adam's point of view, and I only gave this a 3 out of 5 stars. Adam just changed so much, and I didn't like what happened with him and how I just didn't like the way that he was thinking, and it was just, no, I didn't like it very much, so I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars. But it was still good to see, like, from his perspective, just because, like, to know where all the other characters were at the end of Unravel Me, which I'm not going to tell you, obviously, because I would be spoiling it. And yes, but then I read Ignite Me, and I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. It was amazing. It was definitely my favourite in the whole trilogy, even though I gave the entire trilogy 5 out of 5 stars, except the novellas. The novellas got 4 out of 5 for Destroy Me and 3 out of 5 for Fracture Me, but the 3 books in the trilogy got 5 out of 5 stars. But Ignite Me was my favourite. If I had to pick a favourite, it was such a good ending. Like, I would have liked a little bit more at the ending, but like, that's just being like really picky, like just wanting to know what happened to the characters, like in the future, like an epilogue kind of thing. But I have a book talk coming on this book. I've recorded it, it's just like I haven't uploaded it yet. So yes, there's a book talk coming for Ignite Me. And yeah, those are all the 3 books that I read in June. Moving on to my July TBR, after I finished Ignite Me, I started Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, which is a huge book. I'm very intimidated by this. Like, I'm kind of getting through it quick, like when I do sit down to read it. I've read like nothing. I've read 36 pages. I have a Harry Potter bookmark, which is pretty great. It's Hedwig, yes, Hedwig, and yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I mean, like, nothing's really happened. It's just Dudley, you know, Dudley and the Dementors, which was pretty interesting. Like, I'm excited for this book because people have told me that they go out of Hogwarts a lot in this book, which is interesting because we haven't really seen a lot of the Wizarding World besides like Diagon Alley and all that, but nothing else really. And yeah, some people say this is their favourite in the series, some people say it's their least favourite in the series, so I'm interested to see what I think. And also, just a side note, I have random, like, my 2 only music albums that I own are here just to make it look less empty, and I'm kind of covering the books. I should have pushed them to the side, but I didn't, okay? So yeah, but yeah, this, I'm probably not going to get through this month. I would like to, that would be amazing if I did, but 36 pages in like half a month. I've read nothing in the last week, I think, so yeah. So yes, and the other book that I'm currently reading, which I have been currently reading for like 4 months, is The Crane Life by Patrick Ness. The reason why I haven't really read this is because it's really difficult to get into. I don't know why. It's not the writing style. I like the writing style, but I'm really confused as to what's happening, because it's kind of like this thing happened with this little man on the front. This thing happened, and then it kind of like just, like, it kind of, I don't know if it went back in time or forward in time, or if it didn't go anywhere in time, but it just went to him at work, and I just got really confused. And I think it's like going to be one of those books where like it's kind of just throwing you into the story and then you kind of start to get it, but it's because it's an adult book and I just haven't really gotten into it, but I know I will, because it's a very interesting premise. It's about a middle-aged man, and he like wakes up in the middle of the night and he hears weird sounds and he thinks it's his bladder, which was pretty funny, and he goes to the toilet and he still hears the sounds and he's like, nope, that's not my bladder. And then he finds a crane that has like crash landed in his front backyard, and it's got like a broken wing, and he helps the crane, and then things go from there, I think, and it has to do with like a love affair, I feel like. The next day a beautiful woman appears. Yeah, see, I've met this woman. That's what's confusing me. Like, are they back in time, forward in time? It's confusing me. I think it's just the next day, but it kind of sounds like he's talking like about the past. I don't know, it's really weird, but let me know what you guys think of this if you have read it, because yeah, I'll probably do a book talk on this, or at least it'll be in, like, if I don't do a book talk, it'll be in my book reviews videos that I've started doing, because not a lot of people have read this. And then other than that, I really don't know. There's all these books I have to choose from. I really do want to get through Let It Snow by John Green, Maureen Johnson and Laura Miracle, because I want to read this in the winter time, because I think I asked people, should I read this around Christmas or winter, because like America is obviously superior and this is made for Americans because it's Christmas and winter, but in Australia obviously it's summer at Christmas time, so I think people said that it's better to read it in winter rather than Christmas. I don't know, I want to read this in winter. There's still like August, so might read it in August, might read it this month, I'm not too sure, but I do want to read it sometime this month or next month. And other than that, the books that I'm most likely to read would be Death Note Volume 2, Aristotle and Dante, but pretty much these three are the ones that I'm most likely to pick up. Like, I won't pick up all of them, but these are the ones that I'm most likely to pick up. I don't think I'll be picking up the next Harry Potter book straight away because meh, and I kind of just put Throne of Glass here in case I do get through a lot of these books, and a lot of these books are contemporary, and I don't want to get through all of my contemporary at once because I don't have that many contemporary books, and I just don't want to get through all of them at once. So I put this in here in case I do get through heaps and I need like a fantasy book. And also I've been wanting to read this for ages. I want to get in with this series before like all the books come out, and everyone loves this series, and I'm really excited. I don't own the second book though, so that's kind of why I haven't read it yet, so yes. So those are all of the books that I read in June and the books that I may or may not read in July. Please let me know in the comments what you think about The Crane Wife if you've read it, and also Let It Snow. If you do think I have to read it in Christmas versus like not in winter but in Christmas, then let me know below. But I think people have mainly said that I should read it in winter, so I probably will do that. But let me know what you thought about Let It Snow anyway. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye!